I'm back out on the road again. I have landed in Clare and I'm about 2 kilometres outside Ennis now. My plan is to cycle about 35 kilometres today. Nice easy day. And I'm staying with a friend, Elizabeth, who lives just a couple of kilometres outside Lisdoonvarna with her 2 dogs, Charlie and Maxine. So I'm going to stay with Elizabeth tonight and then head off again tomorrow morning and camp tomorrow night. That's the plan anyway. So nice easy day. It's lovely to be back on the bike. The bike's feeling really smooth and I'm feeling good. I've less than 1.5 kilometres to go to get to my destination for today. It's really getting quite dark now, so I'm glad that I got in before it got too dark. I would not like to be cycling in the dark around here. Yeah, looking forward to day 2 now tomorrow, out to the Cliffs of Moher, and we'll see how the Brompton copes with the path out there. I'll just have to check it out to see what the bike is able for. It's Saturday morning and I'm on the road again. I just left Elizabeth's a little while ago after being well fed, the lovely bed, a great sleep, and a shower this morning. So now I'm heading over towards the coast and just making a little bit of a cycling route out of it this morning instead of going straight over. Get a few more kilometres in and just going to take my time as ever. Woo, as I'm crawling up a hill here. So I'm just camping for one night on this trip, and it's a real novelty to be able to come away for 2 nights this time of year. It's December now, and if I had camped last night I would have been holed up in the tent from 4:30 for 2 nights on the trot. One night I love that, but 2 nights on the trot I'd rather not. And also the tent would have been soaking this morning with condensation. It would have been very difficult to dry it possibly today before putting it back up again, so I won't have any of that challenge unless it starts piddling rain on me now today, which it could. It's a lovely morning, kind of hazy and overcast, little bit of brightness, birds singing around me, dogs barking. So looking forward to day 2. Just another kilometre to go to get to the Cliffs of Moher. It's a lot of steep climbs coming out of Doolin. I think it's about 5 kilometres from Doolin to the visitor centre, or a little more. Cliffs of Moher are probably one of Ireland's most famous visiting locations, if not the most popular. The cliffs are, I think they're about 214 metres high, and not our highest at all. But I think what's quite significant about them is that they extend for 14 kilometres. So the visitor centre here is quite busy, and I'm going to get out of here and go further south. Also the drone police are out here, and I can't fly the drone. I went up a little bit further, but I don't feel comfortable here, so I'm gonna keep going further along down the cliffs and go back out onto the road, continue further down. I can't bring the bike down along this track. There's a lot of little walls that I have to carry the bike over. It's just not practical. So I'm gonna go back out onto the road and continue on down and hopefully get some more footage. Tent set up. It's just after 4 o'clock on a Saturday evening in December in the west coast of Ireland at the Hags Head, the Cliffs of Moher, and the temperatures are really mild. There's very little breeze. It's a really lovely evening, and it's forecasted not to have much winds tonight at all. There may be some rain coming in, and I have the tent set up now, so I'm just going to relax for the next, it'll probably be dark in another half an hour, but I have a long evening ahead of me. So I brought the Access 2 tonight, so I've much more, just a very spacious tent, and I've extra guy lines put on this tent, so I'd be, I feel confident that the tent will be fine, and it's very spacious and very comfortable. But what a spot, eh? So on the other side here of the Hags Head, there's really nice rock formations, and I was really attracted to camping over on that side. But the grass and the ground was very thick grass, and just weren't too many flat spots, and also had the noise of the sea. I still have the noise of the sea here, but it was much more raging on the other side. So this is very still and quite a unique opportunity to be able to camp here, because in summer there's no way you'd be able to camp in this spot, or you'd be setting up really late, because this is quite a busy spot. The trail is just behind me here, but what a spot and what a view, so nice. So dinner tonight is chickpea and apricot stew with courgettes, and I had cooked this at home, and it was a portion in my freezer, and I just took it with me. I'm going to add some brown rice to this now, pre-cooked brown rice. Gorgeous. Cliffs of Moher, no one around, the place to myself. Just left Ennistimon and I'm on a quiet road now. So the journey from the Cliffs of Moher back to Ennis is about, I think it's about 43 kilometres, and I have a bus leaving at 4 o'clock to go back to Dublin. I didn't leave the Cliffs of Moher till about 10:30 this morning. Took me a little bit longer. How you doing? I lost my glasses, my prescription glasses. I usually bring prescription sunglasses, an old pair of prescription sunglasses with me on my trips, and I had them as well, but because I knew the weather was going to be pretty overcast yesterday, I brought my glasses as well, and I couldn't find them last night, and searched a few spots this morning because I usually have them on when I'm flying the drone, but I couldn't spot them. Anyway, nice night in the tent. I was plenty warm, the wind wasn't too bad. The Access 2, MSR Access 2 did absolutely fine. Like if there's really strong winds, that's not a great tent. The poles really flex a lot. But I didn't have that experience at all. The poles were totally fine, so the wind wasn't too bad. I think it was about 15 kilometers per hour. The wind definitely came up this morning, and it's much colder today. The temperatures have dropped. So just stopped in Ennistimon there and found another cheese pantry. Like I'd had where I had my kind of brunch yesterday, and had another cheese toasty there today, which was lovely. So back on the road, another, I think it's about 25 kilometres left. I seem to have about 8 kilometres left to get to Ennis, and according to the gradient I have a lot of downhills ahead of me, which is great. So this is probably my last piece to camera, and so I thank you for joining me on my little trip to Clare, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. To facilitate this trip, I caught a bus from the Red Cow Lewis station to Ennis. The entire bus journey took 3 hours and 15 minutes. Hopefully you are able to see my cycling route in this image. The route is marked in a red line and started and finished in Ennis. From Ennis I headed north through Currafin and Cliffs of Moher. Day 2 brought me through Doolin as far as the Hags Head and the Cliffs of Moher. On day 3 I left the Hags Head and cycled through Liscannor, Lahinch, Ennis Diamond and finished again at Ennis, a total of 112 kilometres.